Good morning, everyone. I welcome you all to the fourth day of our 5 days virtual faculty development program on universal human values. So, from past 3 days, we are continuously listening around sessions. We had very good speakers with us, and today again we have our eminent speaker, psychologist Professor Anil Kumar Joshi, sir. Good morning, sir. I welcome you. Um, so today will be the continuation of yesterday's sessions. So sir will be continuing the session as well as post the session. We'll have one more session which will be conducted by Professor Kalikunnisa ma'am. So I request Professor Anil Joshi sir to take over the session.
Very good morning to one and all. There are directors of HKBK and professors of respective colleges, the principals of HKBK different groups, and coordinators, and dear loving students. So yesterday we had a session which was the beginning of this particular content. And today we are going to have the same topic but different content. So which will be connecting to yesterday's webinar. Let us we all have a chance to understand what is this. As of you all know that Government of India National Education Policy 2021 and 22, they introduced based on some particular aspects. So now the value education and the value based thoughts were missing from human world, who all dominated by all the species in the world. So let us to understand the value based something which is a great asset. It has to inculcate and transform by the professors and educational curriculum. This is what today the college had initiated to enhance by speakers and teachers. So value education and morality, something which is great human values, are essential. You may be software engineers, you may be great businessman, you may be great position in the topmost world cadre, but without a value, there is no life at all. This is what very, very important. So that's why understanding harmony in the nature and existence, whole existence as coexistence. This is what the today's topic. Before going to start my session, life is so miserable, and life also involved in our surrounding area. That is again existing nature. Without nature, without our surrounding, without our own the human tendency and human being, we cannot survive, my dear friends. So that's why let us have this particular content, how it is going to connect with our life and life values. This is beginning something which is I want to speak about this. हमारा जिंदगी का एक मकसद है, वो हम लोग प्यार से प्यार लेना है और प्यार देना है. The ultimate answer is to get a happiness. Happiness is very, very important, my dear friends. So whatever you do, we should get happiness. Many people will think that I can buy happiness 2 kg, 3 kg in the market. Happiness is not available. I want to get a peace of mind from KR market, Sivasnagar market, and no big majestic. No, it is not available. Happiness is something which is we cannot define that, something which is realistic. Happiness is inside, which is we are going to get, as per psychology says, the ego and super ego. The concept unconscious mind is always having something different desires that can be fulfill our desires and also happiness. So happiness we cannot buy from money. So that's why content of the self exploration desire हम लोग चाहते हैं, which is by something objectives and aim, the purpose of again happiness, prosperity and continuity. See, I have chosen this profession, though I have got different jobs in government sector, but I want to become a teacher. Then I become a teacher, then different cadre I have enjoyed. My happiness is to teach, to talk, to get something, to enjoy. Without nature and prakriti, we are not going to get anything. So man is a social animal, social being, and without prakriti, he cannot sustain in the life. So that's why happiness, prosperity, and continuity, it has to be continued. How? Giving and taking policy. Sometimes we do buy, we do purchase, we do take something from all the business sector. How? Without prakriti, there is no source at all. So that's why again happiness and prosperity and continuity, this is the lifelong process. And one more thing, that's a program hum log karte hai, which we want to do this process of achieving the desire and actions. For example, I want to become a police officer, I want to become a vice chancellor, I want to become a professor, I want to become a great cricket man. So without action, there is no gain at all. So that's why we psychologists, again, we do connect. Ability and interest are entirely different. Ability and interest. Again, interest, we may have so much of interest, but ability has to support. I want to become like Sachin Tendulkar, great cricket player. I want to become a Maninder Singh, great cricket player. But desire, interest is there. What about ability? So something I want to get my own happiness by actions, by work, by again karma, by again kayak. So this is what important now. And happiness is equal to be in harmony. How these all going to get by harmony? See, just I'm giving you an example. So appa amma, they may have some jagada agiruttavri. They had some, I think, conflict. But this this harmony can influence the whole family. Children also may guess that at home today my papa's mood is not good. Amma also not talking to my papa. So this is going to affect on children's studies when go to school or college or something. So the small conflict can create misunderstanding between the whole group of family. So again, happiness to be harmony. Harmony is important. Harmony is essential to make something healthy. Happiness, again, great desires are going to come. Right? This is what very, very important, my dear friends. So to understand the harmony and to live in harmony at 4 levels. How you all going to get happiness? By our own desire and actions. One is harmony in the human being. Definitely, human being harmony needed now. Now I think what is harmony? You all know this. एक देश का कम्युनिटी और एक देश का जनता न्यायालय, एक देश का समग्र अभिवृद्धि. Harmony in the human being, harmony we need. Otherwise we can't sustain others. So first we want harmony, then peace, happiness, actions, achievements, professional growth, everything is going to come. These all behind us in the harmony. Santosha, Sauhardate. Right? Second one is harmony in the family. Again, without harmony in the family, no. Maybe it may take a school, college, or any other government organization, any other, like private organization, any other community. So we want harmony. You feel as a family, community, desh, everything. Harmony again need. So harmony in the family also essential and needed. And third one is harmony in the society again. Society, all the community, the number of caste and religion, people will stay together. So mixed off with the systematic study of society, again sociology, so family, so society, harmony in the society. Now today we are going to speak about one important concept, that is harmony in the nature and existence. Without Prakriti, we cannot sustain whatever our achievements, hamara sadhan, hamara sadhana, hamara prakriya, everything will get by Prakriti, that is nature. So nature is God, Prakriti is Devaru, right? So harmony in the nature. How I think we want to get harmony from the Prakriti? We have to show concern and love towards Prakriti, nature. Nature is protecting us, right? For example, number of trees have been cutted for big layout. So finally, people are going to start. No, there is no particular proper oxygens, complete pollution, carbon dioxide. This all will start now. Why? Because we only made. If we would have made, I think, each and every house, there are 3-4 trees. Again, Prakriti is getting into layout or badavane, right? Harmony in nature, we have to protect. As much as we are destroying, this, being we all educated, learning so many things by workshops, great seminars, still again we do something which is bad thing for our own Prakriti. We have forgotten that Prakriti is a Matra, Prakriti is a mother. So that is harmony in nature with existence. And second process of self-exploration, a self-verification. We are exploring so many things. Whatever today we all having, you all know this, my dear friends, everything is Prakriti gift. Oh, gift क्या है? Prakriti देते हैं और देने के लिए कोशिश करते हैं, हमेशा हम लोग एक्सट्रैक्ट भी करते हैं. Process of self exploration, self purification, this is what we want to think about something, how harmony is going to reflect on our individual life, peace and happiness. This is very, very important. This is what we all believe this. And harmony in nature in human values. One thing we would like to understand, these all the government policies are there, which is we want to inculcate value-based education in all the aspects in a different professionals, especially teaching professionals. So whatever we do, maths teacher, Kannada teacher, right, computer science teacher, electronics and communication teacher. So whatever we want to teach in the classroom, first this one has to be properly to transform in the students. Right? This is what national education policy. So it is going to reflect in the future Bharat. So whatever we are, we are getting so many things and big properties, asset position. We don't have a social values and harmony in nature. What is the use of earning money and what is my contribution? What is my aim? What is my goal? This is the question mark again. That's why all the faculties have attended this program. I know different platforms. The social values and this particular important things are very, very important in the life. Harmony in nature in human values. In human values, right? These all things, these all particular, something which all values are inculcating in our life. So one is compatibility. That is very, very important. See, each and every person's desire is compatibility. Compatibility is very, very important, my dear students. See, I want to survive and you have to survive. Giving and taking policy. I need to help them. Even I'm not expecting help from others also. And something which is we have to create our personality. They should help us. Without taking and giving policy, without sharing policy, there is no life at all. Right? So these all, I think, made by our own society and nature, survival of the fittest. This is very, very important. So that's why compatibility is needed for one important to sustain. This is what one important unknown things which is giving us. And occurred in feelings. The feelings are very, very important. Something what I want to do, what I should not do. The feelings are making us inspiration. Feelings will come, but decide we only have to do. There are so many feelings are going to come while we all walking. Right? Something I do have a feel that I want to buy a BMW car. I want to buy Audi car. I want to go there. I want to become a prime minister. the feels are going to come. Other, this is cognitive attachment with feelings are again reflecting on our whole life. Again, thoughts are enterprises. So occurred feelings. Feelings should be complete concern with the synchronization with harmony. That feelings also needed. And actions, thoughts, right? Planning, again, actions also will be there. What we do actions, that is also very, very important one. Based on that, result is going to come. Whatever we do actions, again, harmony also needed in the existing life. Relationship, bad relationship, good relationship, worst relationship, negative relationship, right? No relationship. If having a very good relationship, you want to do so many things, right? Now, America and India having a good relationship, we can do so many things mixed with the different political status. We may have a very good relationship with Saudi Arabia or United Arab Emirates, UAE, and India. We can do so many trading business. The same thing which is neighbor relationship. Beside neighbors will be there. Whenever we do festival or something which is different, the fair or something, giving and taking policy, very good relationship will be there in a particular area or moholla or colony relationship. So relationship, how? Relationship between Prakriti and human beings. Today, complete topic, Prakriti and human being. Prakriti and extracting exploration, right? Relationship also needed now. So we want to have a very good relationship with nature and as well as human being. So what we are all going to do? How Prakriti is going to help? So how much I must explore? Now, beyond the limits we are exploring, right? Why this petrol, diesel, even I think eating oil are become a higher price because exploring so many things. Prakriti is going away. Layouts are going to come because of population exploration, right? Who all have to think? This is all very, very important. Only education can, the best weapon, can eradicate all the problems of the society and human beings, right? So one more, that is opinions. Again, opinions. We do get, I think, always opinions, friends. Opinions. Opinions, bad opinions, good opinions. Someone is going to say about something, good opinions may come. So that's why the opinions also taken vital place where in a particular life. So opinions. One more, that is interest. Interest also much essential. We may have a desire, we may have a different thoughts, but interest has to come. I want to do, I want to work hard, I want to gain this, I want to achieve something. This all interest has to come. What interest has to come here? Value based in nature, right? I want to protect, I want to support, I want to look into Prakriti development. I want to think something which is Prakriti is with me, I am with Prakriti. So these all harmony in nature in human values are very, very important. These values also concern upon our own existing world with human world, right? This is also very, very important. Let us one more thing, the understanding harmony in nature. Understanding harmony in nature. We need to understand how harmony is going to give us fruits, how happiness, harmony can create, how different feelings can create by having a harmony feelings, how this is going to action on our own nature, right? Understanding harmony in nature is very, very important in each and every individual life. One is, there are 4 orders are there, right? Physical order, bio order, animal order, and human order, right? Physical order, whatever you do get from our own nature, Prakriti, air, Gali, Amalajanaka, water, Pani, water, metal. You can look into this different types of metals, that even gold, iron, steel, copper, aluminum, right? Right? Air, water, metal, etc. Physical order. So this can be used by human being whenever they want, whatever they had a plans, right? By own intellectual ability, the help of industry, again human being support, that is a manpower, ideology, plannings, because man is a intellectual guy in the world space. Definitely. This is also one graha. And one more, this is bioorder. What is bioorder? Biologically, we do get, because the great botany professor is going to say, the great, I think, biology professor is going to say that all the plants species having a life. Grass, plants, trees, etc. Again, we do get, for example, you want to construct house. Want to construct house. The houses requires water, metal again, steel, right? And soil, etc., etc. And bioorder, we want, I think, plants, because trees, we want to make a woodwork, the beautiful interior design we want to do, right? Bioorder. And animal order, that is animals and birds. This is also can be used by our own human being. See, whatever eatables, whatever you do get, right? Animals and birds also part of our life, and without these birds and animals also we cannot sustain. Sometimes I think we do hate, we do ignore our own surrounding area and place and nature also, but nature is always protecting continuously to support human growth. We have forgotten, my dear friends, animal order. And one more, that is human order, that is human beings. We all will be there. See, for example, we want to get knowledge. We want to become a great people by getting knowledge and knowledge exploring. See, we all know arranged meeting. I'm speaking from this area. You all sitting there. Many professors and engineering college teachers were sitting there, respective colleges and house. Right now, these are arrangements because man is intellectual person. We all exploring knowledge by someone. We all understanding our own development by our own intellectual ability. So human order also very, very important. So understanding harmony in nature, these are the four factors we need to understand. The without animals, without the forest, without plants and trees, without animal and birds, we also cannot survive. So that something which is whatever we do eat, right? Something which is remains, but instead of wasting here and there, we need to feed our own surrounding animals, dog, anything, birds, such, etc., etc. So we need to treat, because we should not waste, right? No, because even we have dependent, these all surrounding birds, dogs, whatever it is, even those also dependent. So this is what we need to understand. Again, value also will come, again humanity also will come, again concern towards our own existing world, right? This is also important things. And now interconnectedness and mutual fulfillment among the four order in nature. So we need to again know interconnectedness. Already I have told, connected, interconnectedness. I have dependent. For example, Corona, how it has affected, you all know, my dear friends. Teachers are there. Okay, we are into management, we do understand. We were into teaching professionals, we do understand how a nation builder had suffered. No salary, 50% salary, 25% salary, no fees collections, no school, nothing. See how school and college are dependent. Auto drivers, van drivers, stationery shops front of the college and school. The teachers were working hard, there is no job. The management is supposed to give it to us salary, there is no fees collections. Right? How interdependence, interconnectedness. Right? Again, I think all the prakriti, we all going to get extract. We ourselves share so many things by intellectual ability. We all enjoyed and enjoying. Right now, how one I think differences. One something which is makes hurdles. Lot of hurdles have been created by this one small virus, that is virus, corona, phobia, fear, right? See that interconnectedness. So we all dependent. So mutual fulfillment among the four orders in nature we need to get. One is orders of nature. Orders of nature, whatever we do get, something which is for our own growth, complete prakriti, complete nature, complete our surrounding area, right? We have forgotten. We have forgotten really. See, henceforth, I think whatever it is. So until unless I think we the professors in the engineering college or the university or school or colleges, we have to Make them understand more than your degrees, more than your doctoral degree, more than your gold medals, need to understand these are the values are important. This is what national education policy have been insisted clearly to the authority or college or institutions, giving them clear order, clear guidelines to inculcate these are the values are important. Money cannot eat, right? See, for example, we have a crores of money in the forest, nothing is available, we cannot eat money, big notes. Again, we want to do something, right? So these all happened. So finally, we learned so many things in the corona. We helped each other, support each other. Many people came to the street. Many people came to the road and they started distributing food. This is all big lesson the human world have been learned. Still, I think we are doing so many mistakes. No use of understanding these concepts. And again, one more something which is we have to face it. So this is what orders of nature, whatever orders of nature, exploring more and more, again, one day it is going to kill us only. For example, climbing on the tree and cutting branches. Again, the branches also may fallen down, we also fallen. Very true, my dear friends. So that's why the orders of nature also optimistically, harmony and feelings, we need to accept and respect. So orders of nature. The second one is abundance in nature. Look at one picture, abundance in nature. How nature beautiful. There are a number of live prakriti and places are there in the India and abroad. How prakriti. Get into this zone, how you all going to get to feelings, new feelings. Wow, beautiful, superb. I want to spend more time here. I want to do something, because whatever we want to do, the feelings, satisfaction has to come by harmonial feelings again. I must show concern towards whatever front of me, right? See, abundance in nature. So we need to follow. The one more thing that is key takeaways, right? So we need to extract, we need to give it to them. So we need to understand, again, filter it, which is good, which is bad, we want to implement in our life, right? So interconnectedness with the mutual fulfillment is very, very important. Then only we all survive in the life. See, for example, great professors are there, great principals are there, very good management and administrators are there. There is no students to whom to teach. To whom to teach? If I am getting very good name, you all professors are getting a wonderful name. How? Because of students. So we should love students, right? We should respect students also. We should understand students' feelings. We should obey something which is good, which is bad. We should guide them. We should counsel them, right? One example, as a teaching perspective, I'm talking connectivity with interconnectedness with the mutual fulfillment. I'm talking here into as a nation builder. So if great students are there only, the teacher also getting into this. How Sarvapalli Radhakrishna become a great teacher? How Professor Abdul Kalam become a great teacher? How Maulana Abdul Kalam become a great teacher, who is the first education minister of Indian government during Jawaharlal Nehru cabinet, right? How? Because great teacher become a great students. This is what our productivity. Our teachers should say, our students should say that, oh, he's a great teacher. Until unless I'm not showing harmony in the teaching professionals, I'm not become a great teacher, I say. Right? So this is very, very important. Key takeaways, these are interconnectedness and mutual fulfillment in the life. Right? So this is also one important, my dear friends. And one more very, very important thing, realizing existence as coexistence of all levels. We need to understand. This is very, very important. Right? Again, I have taken some points here. Realizing existence as a coexistence of all levels. Different levels we need to understand. Space, units, these two are taking vital role to understand us. Right? Space is, I think, unlimited. Units are taken a place where units can existingly exist with their own circumstances and leading life. Why Bhumi? Bhumi means earth has taken important role. Earth. Why here so many species, human beings, animals, birds, plants are there? Because this is the one place taken as a unit. Space is a bigger one. Okay, unbelievable world, universal. We do not know how it is, right? And here I think no, units are taking an important role. These two are taking a vital role, where units are bifurcating, making us something, compatibility in the life. Again, I think extracting, exploring so many things, sustaining life, right? So in this, understanding units and space, we need to understand, we understood. Air, water, soil, earth, sun, moon, plants, trees, animals, birds, human beings, etc., etc. Right? These are taking as a units. We need to understand. And units, I think, no, submerges in space. Units are part. For example, there is a college. Different branches are there, like computer science branch, electronics and communications, psychology department, humanitarian group department, again commerce department, again art and I think aesthetic activities department, etc., etc. College is a right one only we believe as no like a space. Just you can assume these are departments as a units. The units are more connectedness, interconnectedness, right? So, for example, in the layout, we all going to connect each, no, everyone, where in the particular layout. Then we are connected. So that is what primary relationship and secondary relationship also. So here units are submerged in space, merged, even these all giving us more and more benefit. And units are limited in size. Always how departments are limited, college is so big, units are limited in size, like space is unlimited. So these all interconnectedness with human beings and I think no species, even plants, birds, animals, etc., etc. So without this, we can't sustain, right? So that's why realizing existence as a coexistence of all levels, space units and these two are taking vital role to understand us. These all I think important to know this, and we have to understand where I am, what I am doing, what is my responsibility, how I want to do, how I have to support, why I have to develop harmony in my unconscious feelings. This is what need to understand. And understanding submergence, emerging, mixed, synchronizing, mixed with collaborations, understanding submergedness. One is units are energized in a space. In the space, units are energized. Without, I think, space support, we can't survive. Somewhat one other way we are going to get. We may get a rain, water, right? Prakriti, developing. So many species, animals, birds are going to sustain. Again, man is going to sustain by his own intellectual ability, right? To utilize maximum, explore, utilize, and sustaining, enjoying, getting happiness by own his feelings, thoughts, actions, hard work, dedication, finally sustaining. One day will go away. We are not taking anything. We will take something from the world, which is love and affections, good and bad, good and bad. Again, human values. Now, ಸತ್ತು ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಬದುಕಿಗೆ ಮೀರಿ ನನ್ನ ಸತ್ತು ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನನ್ನ ಜಗತ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾತಾದೀತು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ರಿ, ಈ 4 ದಿನದ ಸಂತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಬದುಕಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಬದುಕನ್ನ ಆದರ್ಶಮಯವಾಗಿ ಕಳೆದು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾದ್ರೆ ಬದುಕಿಗೆ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಮೌಲ್ಯಗಳು ಬರುತ್ತವೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಮಾತಿದೆ. 4 ದಿನದ ಈ ಸಂತೆ ಹುಟ್ಟೋದಾಕೆ, ಸಾಯುವುದಾಕೆ, ಪ್ರಕೃತಿನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳದೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಸತ್ರು ಒಂದೇ, ಇದ್ರೂ ಒಂದೇ ಮಾಡಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಕಾಗ್ನೇಟಿವ್ ಸೆಂಟಿಮೆಂಟ್. ವಿ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್, ವಿ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಅಚೀವ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್, ವಿ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ದೆಮ್. ನನಗೆ 1,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ದುಡ್ಡದಲ್ಲಿ 10 ಪೈಸೆ, 1 ರೂಪಾಯಿ, 2 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲೋ, ಥ್ರೂ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ದೆಮ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಅದರ್ಸ್, ವಿ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಡೂ ದಿಸ್, right? Preserving money, making property, true, but some part of something which is I have dependent, I did something, I want to give it to them back. Those who are thinking something which is best, value based thoughts, life is going to success something, and even we may go away, people will remember. See, in the wall I think we have many photos. right? Mahatma Gandhiji, Radhakrishnan, Rabindranath Tagore, Sigmund Freud. So why we have a thing put it? Because they have contributed a lot for the society and nation. Why our photos are not there? Because we have not done anything. Maybe we may do something. So ನಾವು ಸತ್ತ ಮೇಲೆಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಮಾತನಾಡುತ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಆತ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯಿಂದ ಪಡೆದು ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. This is what very, very important. So that's why understanding submergence, units are energized in space. Sure, definitely, because this is the space is a bigger one. There are many units have emerged submergence, and units are self-organized in space. See, already people started talking about after 20 years, I want to buy one site in Mangala Graha, Mars. I want to build a house. I want to start my big hotel, Chinese restaurant, right? I want to start my one more school, one branch of something which is we have established. I want to start one BPO center. Why these all? Because the space is a bigger one. Unit, we are going to start one more unit there. Now NASA, even ISRO, even great developed countries were started, I think, investigating, doing research, how we want to sustain, what could be done, right? Units are self-organized in space. Even we can do it, right? No big forest and the hill stations have been collapsed, now made, I think, properties, right? We cannot imagine and believe that the big hills also may have a human being, and with their own big 3-floor, 4 floors building in Himalaya state, right? Kulu Manali, Himachal Pradesh, Shimla. Look at it, because human beings are intellectual, they have to survive with sustaining nature, right? And units recognized their relationship and fulfill it with every other unit space. So recognize the relationship. One thing I would like to tell you, my dear friends, relationship is the biggest wealth source. Maybe husband and wife, children and parents, guru and shishya, guru and teacher, society, and again the part of communities. Good relationship can do so many things. Good relationship always having a wonderful interconnectedness, harmonial feelings are there. Same thing we should show towards our own nature, prakriti, surrounding area, right? Fulfill it with every other unit space. So understanding submergence is very, very important in the topics. And no harmony in nature with their activities. We try to understand, my dear friends, this is very, very important call. Harmony in nature with their activities. So what all, how these all going to do, how it is going to give us a benefit, right? See, number one, physical orders, units, soil and metal, just I put a comma, soil and metal units. Again, activity, composite and decomposite, and innateness, existence, inheritance, constitution based, right? We need to understand and describe. Physically, orders are there. The units, soil and metal, there are so many other things are there we do getting benefit, and we all utilizing. We want to do something which all going to help and support for human life. Soil is very, very important. You know this. Without soil, there is no bhumi, graha. Whatever you do get, prakriti, bhumi. Now tinnuvanta ahara, bele, padartha, everything from earth, bhumi. Again, metals also. Someone become a great businessman, someone become a gold mine he may have, someone may have granite business, metals. Look at Ballari, and there are many other places in Karnataka, Kemangundi, KGF, that is Kolar, right? See, mining business, metals, soil, units are there. Activity, composite and decomposite. For example, we may give one example. Hasu, cow is giving us milk. Cow is giving us gobbara. Cow is giving us, ಅದು ಸತ್ತು ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆನೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದರ ಚರ್ಮವನ್ನ ಪಾದರಕ್ಷೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಉಪಯೋಗಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಬಳಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, right? These all things are there. So cow also dependent. Hullu, Prakriti. So Prakriti in the, it is going to eat. How? Grass, Padarthagalu. Again, it is giving us something. The finally, these all I think no getting benefit the maximum by human beings. Right? Soil and metal and activity, composite, decomposite. So again, I think composite also, again decomposite also will. It is going to get Prakriti in the Prakriti vapas barbek. So whatever you do again, it has to go to again Prakriti. It has to go to again earth, composite and decomposite. Innateness, existence. It will be again existence. Again, I think we may get. For example, a plant is producing again seeds. Seeds can get into again earth, bhumi, manu. Again, it is going to give us existence. Again, it is going to get. The finally beneficiary, human beings. We only extract. Our own process, activity has to do with intellectual ability because we have to sustain existence. Inheritance, constitution based, complete, compact, mixed with all the planning and execution, constitution based. It is made. Again, it is mixed, emerged, complete concrete ideology of nature only. So finally, man is going to get a benefit. The second one is pranic. The pranic order, which is making grow plants tree, plants tree. The plants tree, trees are giving us something which is great contribution. Fruits. Again for us wood. Again our interior design, something which is we want to make it use. Plants, you can take n number of all plants. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವುಗಳಿಗೆ ಜೀವ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಡಾರ್ವಿನ್ ವಾದದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. They insisted and told. Plants, trees, pranic part. Again, no respiration system. Even trees are giving us oxygenic oxygens. Respiration system. Activity, what type of activities trees and plants are having? Respiration in the Prakriti, nature. ಅವುಗಳಿಗೂ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. Even trees and plants also may take a rest. Some trees you can touch, it will flew, right? So respiration. Again, growth, always a thing growth. You can cut it, again it is going to grow, right? You can cut it, big tree. After 1 month, 2 months, you can just look into this. Definitely again growth will be there. And seed based, plant and trees seed based. ಬೀಜಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಸ್ಯಗಳು ಗಿಡಗಳು ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತವೆ. Seed based, compulsory. A seed also having a life. We will throw. Look at the big buildings, old monuments. It's second floor, third floor also there is a plants. Second floor, third floor you can look at the plants. How the bird ate something fruits. There's something did over there. There is a soil content will be there. Fine. Even I think watery by rain. After 2-3 months, small plant is going to come over there. How? Life is there. So that's why breed based. So much of power. So that is also very, very important. So something we all eating fruits. Instead of throwing seeds in the something, garbage, we must look into this because I have enjoyed everything. Eating fruits, but seeds we will throw here and there. Or else in the garbage. Something which we want to do. Again, I enjoyed, I have extracted these fruits. So again, I want to do something by the seeds. If you think it, if you look into this matter seriously, because man is never think. Using and utilizing and throwing away. This is what attitude we all developed. So why these all the workshops, webinars, seminars, something which is we want to understand. Again, value based, again, harmonial based, again, optimistic feeling based. We need to think of something which is what? Only utilizing we want to do, but we cannot think about evolution as a Herbert Spencer concept. Okay, this is what very, very important. Again, seed based. The third one is animal. Animal and birds. Animal and birds. Even man is maximum utilizer is human being only. Animal. How I think benefit, how profit, how I think something which is we all going to get. Animal, orderly, and birds also. Birds, right? Now, ತಿನ್ನುವಂತ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊಟ್ಟೆಗಳಾಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳಾಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್, ರೈಟ್, ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ in the body, selecting and testing birds and animal. This is what activity which is they do that. Again evolution, right? Again development, again growth. This all will be there. And innateness, will to live in, where in the nature. This is all going to help us, right? And again this is what I think, breed based, seed based, breed based. How I think we do this? What are the breed we do get? Again, same breed is going to get. For example, best examples I can give you, dogs, right? Breed you can look at. Breed is very, very important. Again, I think the collision with planning of evolution of human beings, right? Breed based. Which are the breeds where producing the same breed can expect in the nature by so many other process, breed based. Fourth one is human. We are all human beings. Human beings, units in body, imaging, testing, and the potential of hiring, imaging. For example, you believe or not, long back, Saram Vishweshwaraya, one of the greatest and wonderful engineer of nation, India. Videshadavu, the other foreign countries were expected. ಇಂಥ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ನಮಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಸಚಿನ್ ತೆಂಡೂಲ್ಕರ್, ಮತ್ತೊಬ್ಬ ಸಚಿನ್ ತೆಂಡೂಲ್ಕರ್ ಬರಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಮೇಜಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ದಿ ಬಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟ್ ವೇರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಅದರ್ ಇನ್ವೆನ್ಷನ್, ಆವಿಷ್ಕಾರಗಳದೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ಇಟ್. ನಾವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಟ್ surrogate mother, that mixed with biological planning and strategy. There are so many things are going to happen in the world, but the World Organization, United Nations, and also World Global Biological Theme of the including number of countries were denied to do this. So imaging testing, because again the same breed we want. Okay, the innateness, this is in body, will to live with continuous happiness. Even I think human beings, how people are going to think, ಕೆಲವು ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಆಫ್, ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ತುಂಬಾ ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಒಂದು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೈಕೋ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಬಿಗ್ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಡಿಸಾರ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಬ್ರೈನ್. ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಸಂತೋಷ. ವೀರಪ್ಪನ್ was in a thick forest. He was doing bad work, but getting happiness, right? Happiness should have a, again, feeling of harmony, the value based, something which is best in the human life. Then only we can do so many things. ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕನೂ ಸಂತೋಷ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ ಹಾಳಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. 90% of the human beings are really good, thinking something best. The 10% of the people are very worst. They do get happiness by doing worst activities, right? So this is what in body will to live with continuous happiness, to doing bad things and getting happiness, to do harm and getting happiness. There are many psycho diseases are eating their head. So such people are needed. Again, these are all the trainings. This is also very, very important. So how in inheritance, education, samskara based. See, maybe father and mother are really good. They all morally came out by their own ancestors. The many people are respecting them, lot of respect. People, they may say their name, they'll jo haath jod ke namaskar karte hain. But their own children, they may developing by different samskara, by different environment with the peer groups, by different perspectives of outer environment, they'll be worst. The people will be analyzing that father, mothers are really good, but children are see that so worst. Why? Samskara, education, environment, peer groups, great teachers influences, good college and school, good people personality influences. These all will come. The great psychologists and sociologists and biologists were did the experiment long back, right? Rama and Shama. The Shama has developed very in Orthodox and Samskara family. Rama, Shama's father and mother was really good because Samskara Vantaru. But Rama was developed in some other area, some other things, but they become a worst. But Shama become a good. Why? Again, Samskara, education. So inheritance, no, especially human order, units and activity, that is Samskara is very, very important. The Samskara, who all I think giving more and more Samskara. Mata, Pita and Guru, all Gurus are here. Right? Gurus are here. Mata, Pita, mother, father should be good, should be think something. Right? So environment influences. This is what in psychology I do always insist. The brain approach theory and social approach theory. Albert Bandura, one of the greatest psychologists of America, Albert Bandura has insisted. Brain approach theory, social approach theory. Again, samskara is going to come. Right? Samskara is going to come. Brain approach theory. Bandura's theory is, makes lot of things. How father, mothers are there, children will be there. Right? How children are getting education by great teacher and school and college, the same thing, products are going to come. These all again good products for society, community and nation. That's why our responsibility, teacher responsibility, mother responsibility is important, which is where inheritance, education and samskara based, the human beings become a great contributors for the nation. We need to understand, we may not forget that everything extracting by nature, right? So this is what very, very important. And one last thing which is I want to discuss. Human nature, right? Nature is organized in such a manner that the physical facility requires for any order is available in abundance. Yes, abundantly the Prakriti is giving. इतना हम लोग गलत और गंदा काम करते हैं प्रकृति के लिए, स्टिल प्रकृति कुछ देते रहते हैं. ಯಾಕೆ ಅದನ್ನ ದೇವರು ಅಂತ ಕರೀದು, ಗಾಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀದು. ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನೇಚರ್ ಇಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಸಚ್ ಎ ಮ್ಯಾನರ್ ದಟ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲಿ ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟಿ ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ವಿ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಡ್. abundantly giving us. So that's why I need to understand. So be all, these all values, harmony based feelings must inculcate in our future Bharat, that is our own students. Dependence of any order is on all. That is no previous order. Example, animal order depends on plant and order, because animals are going to eat plants. The plants become ahara, uta for animals, right? Sasyahari animals. That same thing, the existing sustainable, the biggest, very braveful animals are going to eat, where small animals who are having a not power and energy. And no physical order. Finally, we want to get this benefit. And quantity of units, physical, pranic, animal and human. See that all these are there. Finally, human order is top. See, first supporters, what I think physical order. Physical order in nature. This is existing world, nature. So everything is going. Finally, who is enjoying here? Human. All the benefit. Finally, sustaining something which is earth, bhumi, prakriti. The next order is what? Pranic. Prakriti iruvanta prani, pakshi, species, jantugalu, ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ವಾಸ ಮಾಡುವಂತದ್ದು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಕ ಆರ್ಡರ್. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಕಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಸ್ಯಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಫೈನಲಿ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್. These all going to support. We are utilizing maximum with our intellectual ability and our planning and strategy, because finally we want to get a happiness. How you all going to get happiness, which is I've already explained in my previous PPT. So physical order support, pranic order support, animal order support, finally human order support. What human has to do now? This is the question mark. This is the question mark, right? ನೋಡಿ, ಒಂದು ಹಸು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಹಸು ಗೋವು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅದರ ಸಗಣಿಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಬೆಂಕಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ ಇದನ್ನು. ಸಗಣಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರ ಕೊಂಬುಗಳನ್ನ ಅಲಂಕಾರ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದರ ಚರ್ಮವನ್ನ ನಮಗೆ ಚಪ್ಪಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಶೂಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದರ ಬಾಲದ ಕೂದಲುಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಚೌರಿ ಕೂದಲುಗಳನ್ನು ಬಳಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಅದನ್ನು ಆಹಾರವನ್ನಾಗಿಯೂ ಬಳಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ? ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಂದ ಏನು ಉಪಯೋಗ ಇದೆ? Till we are not giving our kidneys to anyone, definitely. Even we are going to die also, we know that we are not donating our eyes ಕೊಡ್ತೀವ ಅಥವಾ ಬಾಡಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದ ಬಿಗ್ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫಿಶ್ ಫೆಲೋ ನಾವೇ, we own there. But still I think we are not looking into our own existing world, harmony, our surrounding area, our neighbors, our community. Still we do mistakes. This is what very, very important. The value based conclusion of the point is we want to learn something, which is we want to do, we want to think something. That's why physical order, pranic order, animal order, finally human order will sustain, enjoy with intellectual ability. This is what very, very important. And thank you so much. And one time they have given, I think, hope. So 3 minutes early I have completed because other session is there, should not have any disturbance and distractions. So that's why. Thank you very much for giving me right chance to speak to you all, because my area of interest is entirely different. Being I'm an humanitarian professor, so though I have studied biology, wherein MSc counseling psychology and MA in psychology, little I am aware of the humanity, harmony, good feelings, optimistic thoughts, personality, social approach theory. I've connected very in the right thing. So thanks a lot. Maybe students are there in this webinar. All the best. Do well. You become an engineer, you become a software engineer, you become a bank manager, you become a great businessman, you become a politician, but don't forget human values. Think something. Existing world is human nature and existing nature. We have to inculcate and connect, how to live the life. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, sir. We'll have a quick Q&A now, question and answer session. Anyone who wants to ask any question, has any query, can raise their hand so that we can unmute them, or they can just put their query in the chat box. Does anyone has any question for sir? Dr. Hardik Kumar Mehta. Okay, I am just unmuting you. You can just speak, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Hello. I am audible.
Audible, sir.
Sir, how require harmony to teachers in behavior?
Right. Very good question, Professor.
This pandemic period and also education system all over the world and India.
Yes. We become a teachers where in the college level or school level, some value-based things we do learn by our profession. Maybe B.Ed or PG.
Sir, what activity done that the learning to student to harmony created?
Right. I'll just give you one example, Professor. You can have one small play at your classroom or auditorium.
Yes.
You can take now 8 to 9 students of your own.
Yes.
Okay. And what you have to take a block cloth, tie with your eyes complete. Our kannagalige katti. You can hold it. And you also insist to one guy, that one student, this is your destiny. You will be having, complete closed by cloth.
Yes.
And others also will be there. And maybe boy is supposed to walk just, I think, small distance. There will be big things, something you kept. The boy has to go with having a cloth, and 5 to 6 students keep on troubling them. Don't go. Just, I think, troubling, irritating. Still, I think he has to go there. And by irritating something which is troubling, irritating, making them harm, still he may go and I think reach. But it may take more time. So if these students may have a harmony, even he may have already existing harmony, there is no problem to reach a goal. So that's why harmony is developing by some activity which is conducted at the classroom, like maybe I think drama, maybe some other I think group discussions activity, maybe something pick and speak speech with explanation by describing some words. Definitely we can inculcate, and more than this, for example, Gautama Buddha and Angulimala. One example. Angulimala is very cruel fellow. Gautama Buddha went to where in the forest, want to do dhyana or something, but Angulimala started speaking to him. I want to eat you because I have hungried. Since morning I did not get anything. Gautama Buddha told that by the time he was Siddhartha. He told that, I think, you have to eat, my dear person or something, but something I want to speak to you 10 minutes. Then you eat and enjoy, he said. After talking to him, after I think discussing with him, he understood that, I need to learn by Gautama Buddha taught, because harmony-based communication, harmony feelings with concern and love, he spoke to him, he understood and realized. Many times, students are arrogancy. Students are, behavior also something which is different. But by your personality, by your thoughts, by your feelings towards your class and I think children, your ideology can make a lot of changes in your own students. Then your students become a big fan of yours only, sir. So that's why some activities we need to conduct. Thank you.
Thank you.
So let's move on with these sessions. I thank Professor Anil Kumar Joshi sir for being with us for 2 days and such a good sessions. I thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you once again,
now,
all of you.
Now I would request Professor Khalifunnisa ma'am to take over this session. You can unmute yourself, ma'am. I have made you co-host.
Am I audible, Bilal? Hello?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Good morning, one and all. I'm back here again. I'm Khalifunnisa, Associate Professor from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, HKBK College of Engineering, and also Chairperson of Universal Human Values. So, a very warm welcome to all of you. The weather looks very nice today, and I think all of us sitting here, after hearing to yesterday's session, we all have come with some sort of harmony in ourselves and body also. Hope we all had a good breakfast so that we can connect with each other. And I think I'm really sitting here feeling very nice. Hopefully, you are also feeling the same thing. So, I was just talking to you about all the proposals put forth by AICTE. So the proposals which are to be verified based on natural acceptance. It is for all of us to explore and see what is good for us based on our natural experience. Today is my fourth day and the last day of the session. From 3 days I have been connecting. I have spoken to you about the components, 4 components. I started off with self, then that is the individual, self means individual, then the family, then society, and then nature. So I have covered 2 things, that is individual, from the individual perspective, and from the relationship, family. Today I will be sharing some more views, proposals of family, then probably ending with society and nature. So the FDP program, which was conducted by AICTE, 5 days, it was a 5-day, 7-day program. And believe me, AICT is doing a tremendous job in helping all the faculty teaching fraternity. And I was a part of it. There are many who are part of it, and this is given for the engineering domain as such. Maybe in the future they may extend it to even other degree faculties also. So it was a 5-day program with 4 sessions. So and it was not easy to get a certification from there, because what I personally feel is just having certification will not help us. So you see, it's very easy to teach any technical subject, technical seminar, webinar. I have done. Maybe you would have done. It's not so difficult, because anything we lose out and we don't know, we can always say that apologize, or say the audience that will get back, or the audience also they also in turn will go to the Google and they may also find the answer. But when it comes to universal human values, we can't make a mistake. Universal human values, we have to be very careful there, because it's something which is the base, and something which is kind of a harmony building component. So we have to be very careful. So AICT has taken this program so well. We had 4 sessions per day, 5 days program, and we had 4 sessions with lot of polls, lot of quizzes, pre-survey, post-survey, and those assignments. And even 1 minute also you can't just leave out the session. That's, I feel personally it is very, very correct, because most of us, when it comes to webinars or FDPs, we simply log in. We don't even give importance to the content, and finally we are only interested in filling the feedback and taking a certification. But this aspect, when it comes to universal human values, if you try to do that, if you are not acquiring any knowledge and universal values, how is that we can impart this to our family, to our colleagues, and to our students, and to our children also? That's why they insist that faculty has to rigorously go through. If you are not there, if there is no attendance, if there is no polls answered, and they plainly reject. Many of us have attended that FDT 3-4 times, not getting a certification. So why am I? Because that's what is the importance of UHV. So whatever I attended 5 days program, and then later on I also completed recently my refresher program, second part. And I'll also be taking up UHV 2, so that I become eligible to teach this UHV 2 for the 3rd semester and 4th semester engineering students, which is included as a part of curriculum. So whatever I have learned in 5 days, I tried my best to consolidate just 1 hour per day. Maybe I might not have done complete justice, but I have tried my best. I will try my best today also. But for anything, you can always reach out to me, so that we can connect each other and we can share our information together, so that we can actually help the faculty members. You can help your family, you can help your students, so that we all can work together and actually help our entire teaching fraternity, student community, our families, so that we can try and explore, so that we all have a fulfilling life. So you can reach out to me. Maybe at the end I will share my email ID and contact. Anytime you want me in your domain or loop, you can always involve me. I'll be very happy to connect, because this is a program which has to reach universally to everybody. And as I said, universal human values is universal. It doesn't see the caste, creed, gender, or race or color, and it is rational. There is nothing like do's and don'ts. There is no dialogue, no dictation. These are not the words of wisdom from any philosophers. It is all about proposals. It is all about proposals where you have to verify and see what is naturally acceptable to you. Then second, it is rational, where rational, I said, it is not about any do's and don'ts. It's all about you have to actually think from your end what is acceptable to you. And finally, I also made a mention that it is a logic. You have to use your critical thinking. You should apply your logic. It's logical. When I say rational, it is logical. Verifiable is based on your natural acceptance, and lastly is leading to harmony. Obviously, when you try to verify based on proposals and you accept whatever is acceptable to you, then obviously it leads to harmony. So this is the kind of a framework which AICT has given us. I think in the near future, you can, anytime you need me, you can always connect with me. So I will be definitely willing to help all of you. So with this, I will take you through the session. Yesterday, I had shared a video. I had shared a video right here, right now. That's the name of the video. So today also I'm going to share two videos. Kindly, watch, because it's quite, inspiring. It has got a lot of meaning. Yesterday I had given you two videos, right here, right now, part one and part two. So I just want a reflection on this. So I want so one of you, or any of you, just let me know what is that, what is your understanding on this two, part one and part two. Right here, right now, right here, right now, part one and part two. Am I audible, Professor Bilal? Hello?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can I have some reflection? I initially told, I request the audience to connect with me, so that we can have some reflections. What is that? Anybody can raise your hand, and I want a reflection on this. Your observation on this particular video, right here, right now, right here, right now. Can I have a quick observation? Yes. Can I have a quick observation? Yeah. I'll come back to Dr. N. Bhagyalakshmi ma'am again. Good morning, ma'am. It's nice to see you every day. Yeah. I want to know what is your observation, if you have watched the video, right here, right now, part one and part two. What did part one said and what is part two said?
Ma'am,
Yes,
good morning,
ma'am.
ma'am. That is a very nice videos, ma'am. At the part one of that video, specifically mention about the negative vibration or negative emotion. How negative emotion will show effect on the relations and also our day-to-day activities. Because that video was started with the some negative dialogue with that mother, and it ends with an accident. And the second video was completely talks about the happiness. So I understood from these two videos how emotion will plays a major role in families and as well as in the society and also in our daily work process. And when we are angry, automatically the all surroundings will become angry. So that I understood from that first video. And the second video is that when we are spreading happiness around us, automatically the all surroundings will become so happy. And these two videos are very nice, ma'am. And that is 14 minutes and 14 minutes videos. And it was very nice, ma'am.
Thank
So
you
finally,
so much,
I understood that we must spread happy emotion around us. Automatically, there will be a positive harmony in the society.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice, ma'am. Very nice. I think you said it very rightly. Part one, I think those who have not watched, kindly watch. It is very meaningful. The first video was talking about all happy unhappiness. The son did not eat the breakfast. Mother got angry. She showed her angry on maid, and maid went and showed the angry on her daughter, and like that, it was a chain reaction. Second video, the daughter, the friend of that girl came and gave her the piece of art. She loved it, and then she was so happy. She was singing with her father. Father went out and he asked the driver, also driver's daughter's birthday. He said, you go have a nice day today, and then he said, on the way I will drop you. Though he was in a higher position, he asked the driver to sit next to him. So like this, you see how the happiness was percolating. It was percolating in part two video. In part one, you can see unhappiness. So if you are happy, what happens? Obviously, you will spread happiness in the place you work. If you are unhappy, suppose if you had a fight at home, husband or in-laws, normally when we come to college, we show the same kind of sentiments even to with our colleagues, or we will not talk to them properly. With students also, if somebody is asking doubt, since that negativity is running in our mind, we may actually show the same thing. But if you look at the proposals, if you can verify properly, the state of mind disharmony should not be there. So yesterday I was talking to you how we can actually come out of this disharmony, and we have to come to the happy state. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving a very nice insight. It's very nice. So I hope all others also will explore on this. So with this, I will quickly take you through, since it's the last session. I'm also equally happy here, sitting here and talking to you. So I'll just probably try and cover whatever aspects which are left out. So before that, I'll just share my screen here. So I think maybe I will ask Bilal if Bilal is able to see it. If Bilal is able to say it, then I think everything would be fine for me.
No, ma'am.
I think I have already done the screen share. Is it visible, Bilal? Is it visible? Hello? Yeah?
Yeah, ma'am, we can see,
Hello,
but
Professor Bilal?
yeah, we can see, ma'am. We have shared the screen, but we can see the Zoom
Yeah.
screen itself. Yeah.
Okay, one second. One second. I'm coming back. So now I think I have done the job. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. We can see.
Is it
Harmony
fine? What is
means
that you are
the
able to see? Yeah, very nice. So,
harmony.
dear participants, a wonderful day today. I again, it's not a request. I just say that you be with me today so that you can get lot of things to understand, and probably your exploration will be very easy. And after I attended that FDP, believe me, there is a lot of change in my academic and personal life also, lot of contentment. So because the content itself was like that. So let me quickly take you through this particular aspect of harmony in the family. So first we would just start off with what is called trust. Trust is something which is the fundamental, foundational value in relationship. Trust is the foundational value, and we have already seen. We know that we have basic human aspiration for continuous happiness and prosperity, and happiness is to be in harmony. Happiness is to be in harmony. And then you see this a program for fulfillment and human aspiration. So we have already had yesterday's class was session was on harmony in the human being. I told you about the meaning of self and the body, and we'll look into harmony in the family, society, and existence. So we all have to self explore and see what is applicable to us. Now, if you look at this relationship is between oneself and the other self. Relationship is between oneself and the other self, and these are the feelings in relationship. There are feelings in relationships from one self to another. I feel for you, you feel for me, I feel for my mother, I feel for my husband, I feel for my son, I feel for my colleague. So these feelings can be recognized, they are definite. They are definite. And there are about 9 feelings of relationship we will just have a quick glance through. The first one is trust, second is respect, affection, care, guidance, reverence, glory, gratitude, and love. So the trust is the foundation value, and love is the complete value. So let's look into quickly one by one, and wherever there are certain reflections, I request you to raise your hands. You can unmute. I'll give you the mic, and then maybe you can share your views. That would actually fulfill the purpose of this FDP, that is having a dialogue session. So these feelings, so there is a relationship between oneself and other self, L1, L2, and there are feelings between L1 and L2, and there are 9 feelings, and their fulfillment, you have to, when you fulfill, the evaluation leads to mutual happiness. So the feelings have to be evaluated. When you evaluate it, it is fulfillment will actually help in evaluation, which leads to mutual happiness. Now we all have, I think we all should explore this. What is trust? Will trust be there only for few persons or for all? So will you trust only few people, or are you trusting all? Second, will trust be conditional or unconditional? Conditional or unconditional? Unconditional means regardless of how they behave. We see some people, they don't behave properly with us. Even then we are having trust on them. Even then we have trust on them. So will the trust be conditional or unconditional? Next is, can we trust anybody in continuity? Is it something like today I'm trusting my colleague and tomorrow I don't trust her because she is changing her behavior? Or many a times we say that all these days I trusted you because you were very good. Suddenly I'm seeing some change in you, so I don't feel like trusting you. So what is trust? Will trust be there only for few people, persons, or for all? Will trust be conditional or unconditional? Unconditional here is regardless of how they behave. Even if somebody is not behaving properly, even then we trust. So that is unconditional. Can we trust anybody in continuity? Can we trust anybody in continuity? So these are the 4 things I think we need to explore. Now, what is trust? Trust is to be assured that to have the clarity that the other person wants to make me happy and prosperous. So trust means to be assured. That means to have the clarity that the other person or other wants to make me happy and prosperous. If I am having a clarity that if the other person is making me happy and prosperous, that is called trust. Now we have to explore this feeling of trust between two individuals. So you are the first individual. Think of the other as someone in your family or maybe your close friend. So you are the first individual, I1, and somebody I2 will be somebody from the family or your close friend. So what is trust here? Trust is to be assured to have the clarity that the other person, maybe your family member or maybe your husband or close friend want to make you happy and prosperous. When the other person is making you happy and prosperous, that is called as trust. Now, if you have to evaluate trust between two individuals, so there is something, first one is about, you have to evaluate trust based on your natural acceptance. So that is, I want to make myself happy. There is a tick mark here. It is yes. I want to make the others happy. Yes, that is also possible. The other wants to make herself or himself happy. The other wants to make himself or herself happy. That is also true. The other wants to make me happy. There is a question mark. See, I want to be happy for myself. I want to make my husband also happy. And the other wants to make himself or herself happy. My husband wants him to be happy. That is also possible. Fourth, the other wants to make me happy. I do not know that, question mark. Whether my husband wants me to be happy, or my in-laws want me to be happy, whether she wants me to make me happy, whether my husband wants to make me happy, that I do not know. So this is again based on natural acceptance. So here there is an intention. So when you say based on natural acceptance, it is the intention. Intention is nothing but the natural acceptance. So that is what is naturally acceptable to you. So when you have this evaluating of trust between two individuals about your natural acceptance, what is this is the to make somebody happy or to make yourself happy, you need it is about your abilities. So I am able to make myself happy, always happy. I am able to make myself always happy. So that again depends on your ability. We don't know whether you are able to make yourself happy all the time. I don't know whether I can make myself happy all the time. Question mark. Whether I am able to make the other one happy. I don't know whether I am able to make my son happy all the time. Question mark. Whether the other is able to make himself or herself happy always. I do not know whether my husband is making himself happy or not. Question mark. The other is able to make me happy. That is, my husband wants. I don't know whether he is always trying his efforts to make me happy. So there is a double question mark there. That means what is naturally acceptable? I want to make myself happy. Yes, based on probably the three components I told you, not just physical facility. If I'm putting my efforts on understanding, right understanding and relationship, it's not difficult for me to make myself happy. I can make others also happy. The other wants, the other, or I can share this proposal to him. The other person also will apply the proposal and he will, based on natural acceptance, he will also make himself happy. But how far he is going to make me happy, I do not know, because it all depends on his natural acceptance. So what I'm trying to share here is about your natural acceptance ability. So based on the ability only we can think of this. So this ability part is called as competence, based on your competence. So intention part is the natural acceptance. So this I think you have to explore. You can pause and think about it. Natural acceptance is intention, and ability part is referred to as competence. Ability part is referred to as competence. Now, for example, you see this. How do we? What is that intention for ourselves and for others? For myself, you see, the glass broke. The glass broke by accident. So I was at home suddenly, or maybe I was in somebody's home. So suddenly the glass broke. I was holding a glass. It broke. It broke by accident. Even if I make the same mistake 100 times, I will never have doubt on my intention. So intention is natural acceptance. I made a mention. So it just fell from my hand. Intentionally, it didn't happen. It just happened. So I never doubt on my intention. I make mistakes. I make mistakes by accident, and I have a feeling that I am special. I reinforce I am good. I do not make effort to improve my own competence. So the glass broke. It is not because I just wanted to break. The intention was bad. It just happened. It is because of the competence. Maybe I was not holding properly. Competence here is the ability. I did not hold the glass properly. It fell. If the same thing happens to others, let's see how we will. Let's explore how we are looking at others. About the other also broke the glass. If the other makes the same mistake even once, we doubt on his intention. We immediately say, how is that you have broken the glass? You should have held it properly. You are not holding it properly. The glass is so costly, and all the glasses have fallen down, and people are moving around. See, look at this. And he makes mistakes intentionally. We will all come to a conclusion that he has made it intentionally, and I have a feeling of opposition, get irritated and angry on that person. I reinforce that the other is bad, and I'll say you cannot improve. Look at our statements. We say even the same thing happens with the other person. We say we are doubting on his intention. Even if he says it just slipped from my hand, when it comes to others we are doubting. When we come to ourselves, I never doubt my intention. And then even if I'm make many times mistake, it is not a mistake. Whereas for others, I always go for opposition, get irritated, angry. But when it comes to me, I feel I'm special. So when it comes to me, I say I am good, and I will put my efforts to improve my competence. Next time I'll ensure that I'm holding it properly. Competence means ability to hold the glass properly. Whereas when it comes to others, I reinforce the other is bad and it cannot improve. So doubt on intention is a major reason for problem in a relationship. This has to be explored. What is written in red? Doubt on intention is a major reason for problems in relationship. So we have to be explore on it, and I think we all go through this quite often. So if you start doubting on somebody's intention, it is a major problem. So maybe it has happened because of lack of competence. Competence here means it's the ability. So I think you have to be very clear with this. Ability is the competence, and intention, natural, something which you are doing naturally, it is called as what do you say? It is intention. So this actually, doubt in intention is a major reason. So you should actually evaluate you are evaluating yourself on the basis of intention, and you should evaluate others on the basis of competence. This is what is a common mistake. When it comes to us, we are evaluating based on our intention. I didn't want to do it, just slipped off based maybe my competence was not right, maybe my ability to hold it was not correct. But when same thing happened, we are evaluating others on based of competence. We say you did not hold it properly, and we get irritated and opposition. So I doubt their intention. I assume their lack of competence to be the lack of intention. So more than intention, I'm doubting on their competence. That means they are not having competence or ability. I feel opposed to the other. I get irritated. I get angry. I may not speak to the other person for days, or even break up the relationship. One may have lost many good friends like this. So doubt on intention is a major reason for problems in relationship. So how do we
Halikunisa ma'am, you are not audible. Are you speaking? Dear participants, kindly wait. We are trying to contact ma'am. I think there's an issue with her. We are trying to contact her.
Hello, Bilal, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Now you're audible, ma'am.
I got some respondents are saying that they're not able to hear. Something is
Yeah,
wrong
yeah.
here.
Now we can hear you, ma'am. We were trying to reach you,
Kindly,
ma'am.
no,
Yeah.
kindly, keep updating me because I'm speaking this side. I'm thinking that it is heard, but it is not
I was
heard.
updating you, ma'am. I was calling and we gave a message in the chat box as well.
No, from how long this is happening so that I can go back and brush up?
5 minutes.
So, can you tell where exactly was the content lost so that I can have a recap because these are something very important. Can I just display
Doubt on
this?
intention, ma'am. Doubt on intention is a major reason for problems in relationships.
Okay, okay,
You're telling
okay,
that.
okay, okay. So I'll just come back maybe another 2-3 minutes. I will take not more than that. So that somewhere I think you and me and everybody sitting here should be benefited with this proposal, which is not from me. It is just a proposal. It may be true or false. Maybe we have to verify from the from our natural acceptance. Am I audible now, Bilal? Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You are audible.
Yeah,
Clearly audible, but your screen is not shared, ma'am.
yeah, yeah. Here, I think it is there now. Are you able to see the screen
No, no.
now?
No, ma'am.
Hello.
No, ma'am.
One
We can't
second.
see.
Now,
No, we can see, ma'am.
one second. You can see now.
Yes, yes, we can see, ma'am.
Hello.
Yeah, we can see, ma'am.
What is written? Can you please read?
Doubt
Okay,
on
kindly
intention,
be
reaction.
with me, Professor Bilal. Yeah.
Okay,
No.
ma'am.
What is the heading? Sharing and
Sharing and
questions
questions
regarding the.
regarding your self-reflection.
Kindly be with me, and you should keep updating me whether it is audible or not. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm here
Hello.
only, ma'am. I'm here.
Okay, okay, okay. So I was no doubt and intention should not be there. Doubt and that's what I was trying to tell you. I think I'm thankful to my HOD who just now sent through one of my co-worker informing that no, it's not audible. Thank you so much, sir, for correcting me. Thank you so much. So what is this? This is something very relevant about the glass. So doubting on intention is definitely not you should not acceptable. And rather than actually rather than blaming or getting irritated, we can actually help the other person to understand. So trust on intention is the starting point for mutual development, and this is a starting point for mutual development. So these are some of the assignments probably you can explore. List the members in your family. Now ask some questions regarding trust for each person and evaluate. And you get the dialogue. Do I want to make myself happy or do I want to make others happy? Does the other want to make himself or herself happy? Does the other want to make me happy? So all these things you should evaluate, but the ground reality here is, so intention should be based on natural acceptance and the level of competence. So here what is important here is, when the glass was broken by my friend, somebody at home, so I will actually not doubt on the intention, rather I will make effort to improve his competence with a feeling of affection. So I come back to the word affection now. While doing this, I may have difficulty in making him understand, but he may have difficulty in understanding, and I also may have difficulty in explaining. So he may have difficulty in understanding, and also I may have difficulty in explaining. But even then, so I will make my effort so that I am not doubting on his intention. So this is what is about the trust, the first part. So this is the sum up. Trust is to have the clarity that the other wants to make me happy and prosperous. That is what is trust. If somebody, maybe my colleague or my husband, my mother or father, if they are trying to make me happy and prosperous, this is what is trust, and this is the foundation of relationship. If I have trust on intention, then I feel related to other. I make a program with the other based on right evaluation of our mutual competence. So two colleagues or two people or two family members, when you have trust on intention, we feel related, and we always make a program based on right evaluation or mutual competence. So we will evaluate based on my ability and my friend's ability. So based on that, we will evaluate and make a program. In case the other is lacking the competence, in case if my colleague is lacking competence, what I should do? I should make effort to assure the other that I make effort to improve his competence once he's assured in a relationship. So when the other one is lacking competence, we should actually put efforts to improve his competence, and that is what leads to relationship. If I lack competence, I become ready to take help from the other to improve my competence. See, both the ways we have to work out. So if I lack competence, I should be ready to take help from the other. If somebody is lacking competence also, I should actually try to improve. So this is actually natural acceptance. So what is written in red? You see this, most of us undergo this. I think what is written in red, we have to pay a lot of attention to it. If I have doubt on intention, if I simply doubt my colleague or simply doubt my member, saying that intentionally you have broken the glass, if I doubt on my student saying that intentionally you have come late, there was no accident, nothing, just because you did not finish the assignment, you are simply giving reasons. So maybe the student is, says that I didn't have competence, I did not understand, I could not do the assignment, but still we are doubting on the intention of a student. We are saying no, it is you are not, you are only telling lies. So if you doubt, if you have doubt on intention, so I evaluate the other on the basis of his competence, and assume that lack of competence to be the lack of intention. Thus I feel opposed to him, and I get irritated, I get angry with my student. So the feeling of opposition shows up in irritation and anger, and it may also lead to fighting and struggle and war. So this is what I think present scenario we are all going through. Wherever there are problems, it is only because we are doubting on the intention. So we should not, intention should be based on the natural acceptance. We should not doubt on intention. When you doubt on intention, you will start reacting. You will actually react. So you should only respond. When you respond, it comes with natural acceptance. I think we all have to explore. So I will just quickly take you through another topic. So this is on respect. So a continuity of this. Professor Bilal, are you able to see the screen share? Harmony in the family through respect. Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am, I can see. Yeah, I can see, ma'am.
Yeah. Very nice. So next is I will quickly take you through this second part of the family component, harmony in the family, respect. What is this? What is this respect means? There was one question yesterday in the assignment 3 on this particular component. Let me quickly, within few minutes, give you the most important content. So right from day one, we have been speaking that human being is living with human conscious. So we need right understanding first, number one, followed by relationship, right understanding in the self, relationship with human being, and third is physical facility with rest of the nature. That means to say we have to move from animal conscious to human conscious. So human conscious will evaluate, give the priority to right understanding first, then right understanding leads to relationship, and then with that, if you have physical facility, it leads to mutual happiness and mutual prosperity. That means this also helps in living in harmony at all levels of individual, family, society, and nature. So if you have only physical facility and no right understanding and relationship, we are actually get into deprivation and will start exploiting people, and it leads to unhappiness. But when you have right understanding, relationship along with physical facility, so this is what is mutual happiness and prosperity, and this is actually the most important essence of sanskar. So leaving a sanskar and this education is actually supporting us. Education is actually making these three components come together so that we can experience mutual happiness and prosperity. Now coming back to the harmony in the family. Harmony in the family, this is something, a relationship between oneself and another, and we should have the feeling in relationship, and there are about 9 feelings, and you have to evaluate it in such a way you are not doubting on the intention, and that leads to mutual happiness. Now coming back to trust, trust we have finished, it is a foundation value. Next is respect. This is something very important. I think I have also applied this in my professional and personal life. I felt when I attended the AICT workshop, that is FDP, I was really, it opened my eyes. It opened my eyes. I was just thinking this, what is that? Value, human value is all about moral science, which we did in schools. That is moral science, what we did in school is talking more on do's and don'ts. But this is human values. Human values, that too, it is universal. It is not applicable to any caste, creed, group, color, or gender, or race. Since it is universal and it is talking about only proposals and making us to verify based on natural acceptance, it is actually improving our critical thinking also, which is one of the goal. I was really so very surprised, something which I didn't know. I started, yeah, applying this. So respect here is right evaluation. So respect, when it comes to respect, it is right evaluation. So what is the meaning of respect? Respect is right evaluation. It is everybody wants to be respected. So we feel very bad when somebody disrespects. So right evaluation, when somebody evaluates properly, when somebody evaluates us properly, we feel respected. When somebody is not evaluating properly, we feel disrespected. So on the other hand, there are 3 components in this. One is over evaluation, under evaluation, and otherwise evaluation. I think this is a very, very important component for all the teaching fraternity, particularly when it comes to our academics. This can be applied everywhere. See, I don't say this has to be restricted only to academics, personal life. Wherever it is, we can apply. So you see, over evaluation is to evaluate for more than what it is. We are trying to evaluate somebody for more than what he or she is. Over evaluation. Under evaluation is to evaluate less than what he is. No doubt somebody is capable, the student is capable, but still we are under evaluating. So the third, otherwise evaluation, to evaluate for other than what he is. So he's not having that abilities, but still we are evaluating for other than what he is. So these 3 things actually bring us disrespect. You are over evaluating more than what he is. You are under evaluating less than what the capability he has. Otherwise evaluation is to evaluate for other than what it is. Other than what it is, we are trying to evaluate. He doesn't have that component, but still we are evaluating. If he has that component, we are under evaluating. If he has that component less, we are over evaluating. See, this is disrespect. So this, I think we can apply in our evaluation when we evaluate a student. So I'll give you one very nice example. Let's explore on it. So when you over-evaluate a person, what happens? It leads to what do you say? A kind of an ego, because a student doesn't have that capability. Still, we are evaluating more than what it is. Then it leads to ego and it leads to attitude and all. When you are trying to under-evaluate, it leads to depression. Many a times we have seen students say, I did very well, but still I don't know. I have not been evaluated properly. So he goes into depression. So what is the third one? You have to rightly evaluate. Rightly evaluate is based on self-confidence. So there are three things. When you evaluate, when you over-evaluating, then it leads to ego and frustration and all that. When you under-evaluate, ego and then the attitude, he feels I'm the best. I'm the best in the class. So when you under-evaluate, what happens? That student, though he is good, he goes to depression. And then that's where you have to rightly evaluate is self-confidence. So under evaluation is evaluating less what he is. Otherwise evaluation is evaluating other than what it is. I shall come back to the otherwise evaluation. Now look at this, a very simple example here. Today we are actually over evaluated, we are under evaluated, and there is also otherwise evaluation. Over evaluation, say for example, the husband and wife, they are newly married couple, they are all in a very nice phase. So especially during the early phases of the marriage, newly married time, the husband is bringing the gift to the wife, and the wife, and he's telling, then the wife responds, you are the best husband in the world. So this is what is the normal scenario the wife, which is newly married wife, will tell. And then the husband also, he says that you are so beautiful, you are one of the most beautiful wife in the world, you are the most prettiest. And the wife is telling, you are the most best husband in the world. So maybe after 15 years of their married life, what happens after 15 years of marriage? What happens during this 15 years of marriage? So they stop. The same thing if it happens, maybe they don't do the same appreciation. Say for example, if the husband has forgotten the anniversary of the wife, she says, what is this, you have forgotten, and you are not good for anything, this is how you behave. And say if the wife is not cooking properly, the husband will say, what is this, you don't know how to cook, you are not doing proper work, and then it looks like you have forgotten, you are putting less salt in the food, all these things. And the wife is also getting upset. So initially when they were telling wife is the most best husband, prettiest wife, you see that over evaluation was there earlier. Though a wife did not deserve that, though the husband does not deserve it, but still we are over evaluating. Whereas when after 15 years we are started under evaluating. So the wife is blaming the husband is blaming the wife. Similarly, when it comes to the child, initially what we do is the child is getting lot of trophies in the school. So we start over evaluating, saying that you are the best in the school, you are best in the family, and as such you are best in the country also. So sometimes, some days he's not doing well. What will the mother say? What will the teacher say? Some days he's not doing well, we start under evaluating. And sometimes he doesn't do at all. So that is the third one, otherwise evaluation. Sometimes he's not doing anything at all. Then no grades, then he'll say, then we will start saying that you are like a gada. Gada means like a donkey. We are not even giving him the privilege of a human being. See, look at this. We are not even giving the privilege of a human being. So we are making him less than a human being. This is evaluating other than what it is. So see, these are some of the things I think we need to explore. So whenever we are, sometimes we also see this, when we are over evaluating ourselves, we try to under evaluate others. When we under evaluate ourselves, we are trying to over evaluate others. So this is the kind of exploration normally we see. So wrong assumptions. So this over evaluation or under evaluation, it is based on wrong assumptions, which leads to disharmony within ourselves, and it leads to tension, frustration, depression. Sometimes, many a times, it leads to even suicide also. So it is very necessary that we all have to explore, verify based on natural acceptance, and we have to do the right evaluation based on self-confidence. And another incidence is here. Respect means it is a right evaluation. Will the right evaluation be on the basis of self or the body? So what is this? So let's just explore on this. Will the right evaluation be on the basis of self or the body? Can I have one reflection on this? Let's pause and think on this. Will the right evaluation, now that you have understood what is over evaluation, under evaluation, otherwise evaluation is evaluating something other than what it is. If the child is not at all performing, we are equating him to an animal and saying that gada, you're like a donkey, you're like a donkey, not even giving him the privilege of human being. That is otherwise evaluation. Now let's come back to this. I want some reflections on this. Right evaluation, will the right evaluation be on the basis of self or the body? Can I have some reflections on this? Hello? Bilal, I am audible. Am I audible? Hello?
Yeah, ma'am, you are audible. You are audible, ma'am.
Yeah, can I have
Hello?
some reflections on this? Yeah, got it. Can I have some reflections on this? Somebody has posted a question in the chat box saying that angry, if it is basic instinct of somebody, how can we overcome? So again, it is based on your natural acceptance and verification. You should actually try and understand the competence of your opposite person. When you try to understand, if the competence is less, actually you should help him. If your competence is less, you should try and understand. So when this brings in fulfillment in the relationship, you can see that you will start, you will not react, you will only respond. So I think this is what is the answer for this. You can self-explore on it. Then I'll just come back and then take a reflection from. I asked you a question, so maybe I'll go back to Devi A. Devi A, ma'am. Can you just explore on this question? The question was, will the right evaluation be on the basis of self or the body? Will the right evaluation be on the basis of self or the body? Okay, so I'll just take it like this. How are we going to evaluate this? Will the right evaluation be on the basis of self or the body? Say, for example, we want to go for a party. Somebody wants to go for a party. So in the party, naturally, everybody wants to look good. So what happens is, since I am over evaluated, so I over evaluate myself, saying that I have to go to the party best dressed. So since that ego is there, so the imagination has come. So I start, buying some good dress and go to the party. When I'm going to the party, I know that I'm wearing a very nice dress. So when I enter the party hall, I'm looking at everybody here and there, looking at that whether others are observing me. So when somebody observes me and comes and says that you are looking so nice, you are looking so pretty, your dress is so very nice. So that means to say, somebody is talking about, I'm only looking at the reference from outside. So I'm getting over evaluated. Because of over evaluation, I only look at outside, that is borrowed notion, which I mentioned in the previous session. So I'm not looking my self evaluation based on my natural acceptance. I'm only looking at the other reference, what others are thinking about me. So others are saying that you are looking very nice, your dress is very nice. So this leads me to develop, since I'm over evaluated more than what I am. So what happens, this leads to egoism, and I started working more on the physical facilities. So so when I work lot on more on physical facilities, I lose out on right understanding and relationship. So this actually over competence or over evaluation of mine, and this is something borrowed notion from others. So I look down upon others, I under evaluate others. So these are some of the things. So the right evaluation is on the basis of self or the body. So it should not be all the time on the body, looking at the body, looking at the physical facilities we evaluate. We should also try and evaluate the self based on natural acceptance. So this is a very common phenomenon which actually occurs in our day-to-day life. So respect, right evaluation is on the basis of self. There is a purpose in this. Our purpose is same. It is based on natural acceptance. Our program is also same. Our potential is also same. We should always think that the other is similar to me. The other is similar to me. When we have this feeling of the other is similar to me, then what happens? There will be a kind of relationship. But generally, you see, there are similarities at the level of the self. So there are also differences. In living, we are trying to accept the other as being similar to me. So we should try and accept the others as similar, or we are trying to show that we are different from other. Like the case where the girl went to the party wearing a dress, and when she was appreciated, she was totally taken over by the reference from others. What she started looking outside. So that means, are we trying to show that we are different from others, or are we trying to accept the other as being similar to me? Now look at this. So this is also a very important thing which normally we come across. Differentiation is actually it is based on the body. So body means we differentiate based on age. Say for example, we are told right from the beginning that respect elders. This is what has been told to all of us. Respect elders. Yeah, of course, respect elders is very correct. But does it mean that we should not respect the children, that we should not respect the youth also? I think this is what is a reflection we have to do. So when we say only respect elders, suppose say people have come at home and there are some relatives and the elderly people are sitting, and since we are told that respect elders, and there is a child also at home, the child will whenever there are relatives, the child wants to come out with all these toys, and he even though he's asked to stay inside, he comes to the main hall and is trying to draw the attention of others. So that means, since we are told respect our elders, that is very true. But we should also respect the child. We should also respect the youth who are sitting there. So this differentiation is always seen. Differentiation in the body based on age and also gender. So sometimes we also differentiate based on gender. So that is why there is a lot of gender bias, and we also try to differentiate based on race. So that's why we are going through some anti-racial movements. People like Nelson Mandela and Martin Luther King, they have actually worked a lot to bring down this anti-racial movement. And then we also judge based on the physical strength. Many a times we say that only you can do because you have good strength and somebody doesn't have. So differentiation in the body based on age. So even the child or the youth also deserve, they also need to be respected. The child needs to be introduced when the guests are coming. The child needs to be respected. The child should not be asked, you go inside. Some relatives are there, you are not to be here with disturbance. Even though the child wants to come out with the toys and he wants to take a book and write something, so that he feels that people should draw attention, they should ask me who this child is. So the child also needs to be introduced. He also deserves respect, not just the elderly people. So respecting elders, yes, of course it is there, but still you need to not you should not differentiate between age, gender, race, and physical strength. So the gross misunderstanding is human being is body. This is what, based on the body we try to differentiate, but the reality is human being is coexistence of self and body. This in the yesterday's session I have shared. Human being is a coexistence of self and body. Self is continuous, self needs happiness, body is physical facility. So since there is a coexistence between I and the body, so both have to be respected. It's not just the body. I need myself also has to be respected. I should feel respected when somebody introduces me, or somebody I feel respected. That means the child should get respect. Suppose say in a family there are a mother, father, and two daughters. They are having a dinner, and the father is asking the wife, "Would you like to have this?" The wife says, "No, it's okay." And the father is also asking the elder daughter, "Would you like to have this chapati?" Or maybe she says yes, and he's actually passing chapatis to her. But in the process, he has forgotten to ask the younger daughter. So then what happens? Though because she's younger and he has forgotten, so immediately the younger daughter is asking, "Why is that?" It's the younger daughter feels it's kind of a disrespect. Father has asked the mother, father has asked the elder daughter, and I have not been asked, and it's a disrespect. So the daughter feels opens up, and she goes into opposition, and she's asking the father, "Why is that you have not asked me?" Then the father is again asking, "Do you want to have this?" She says no. Then the father says, "When it is no, then why is that I should ask?" Then the daughter is again responding and saying that I may not want to eat chapatis, but still it is, when you have asked the mother and the elder sister, you should have asked me also. So this actually is the kind of a scenario, which we undergo in a day-to-day life. So it's very important that each one, that is theirs, even though they may be younger, they may be 4 years or 2 years or 10 years younger than the other members sitting around the dining table, but there has to be respect. Otherwise, they'll feel disrespected. So the gross misunderstanding: human body being is body, while the reality is human being is a coexistence of self and body. So differentiation also happens based on wealth and post. So we also differentiate people. If somebody is wearing a, he's wearing a nice suit, we say sir. We say sir. If somebody is wearing a dhoti or something, no, we look at him in a different way. We say, come here, arey, come here, come this side. Like that we use. If somebody is wearing a nice dress, so we say sir, we say ma'am. So we are different we are differentiating based on physical facility, wealth. We are also differentiating based on post. So that means if somebody is holding a good post, higher post, so we respect it. If somebody is holding a lower post, they get less respect. So are we treating in an organization? Are we treating the sweeper and the head of the department or the head of the institution in the same way? What it is? What is your reflection on this? It is generally yes or generally no. So based on the post, somebody is at a higher post, we treat them with respect. With somebody is in the lower post, we give them less respect. So how do we generally behave? How do we generally behave? So sweeper and the head of the institution or head of the department, is it not? It's not that we like to do. It is not that we like to disrespect the sweeper, but how do we behave? This is a very important question. Day to day with people, because we are interacting with the people day to day, do we have the same feeling of respect for the boss and the guard or the sweeper as such? Do we have the same respect for the boss and the guard? Can we take up this question? This is something very interesting. Can we take up this question? Can I have some reflections on this? Do we give the same respect? Do we have the same feeling of respect for boss and guard? Hello? Hello? I am looking forward some answers in the chat box. Hello? Do we have the same feeling of respect for boss and guard? G-U-A-R-D, not G-O-D, or you can say the security person or whatever it is. Can I have this reflection from Vanita K? Vanita K, ma'am. I need some reflection on this. Hello. Can I have this reflection from Dr. Kamini Kapoor? Hello, ma'am. Can I have this reflection from Dr. Kamini Kapoor, ma'am? Hello. Yeah. I think you can share it in my chat box. There are some reflections which has come here. Yeah, definitely. You see that we are actually not, we are not giving the same respect. It is not practically happening. But again, we should ask ourselves whether we have the same feeling of respect for boss and God. So this is one thing. This is one differentiation. So again, the gross misunderstanding is physical facility is based on happiness, while the reality is happiness is being in the state of harmony. So we have misunderstood the concept, saying that physical facility is happiness, but the reality is the state of harmony. So when we are in a state of harmony, having a coexistence with self and body, actually we get the right understanding. So again, the differentiation is based on some beliefs also, some isms, some sections and info. Isms means maybe socialism, capitalism, or it is based on some beliefs. Based on belief also, we treat some people with respect, we don't treat some people with respect. And information is, say for example, in a doctor profession, one doctor will respect another doctor, but he will not have the same respect for an engineer. Similarly, engineers respect another engineer, but he may not have the same respect for a doctor or for some other person. So maybe when it comes to college education also, so engineering faculties, they will have a respect for same domain. They may show less respect from the lower domain. So the differentiation is also having based on their beliefs, isms, socialism, capitalism, casteism, or sections also based on some beliefs also we try to differentiate, and based on information. So again, the gross misunderstanding is, if the preconditioning of the other matches my preconditioning, then the other is like me. So if the precondition, suppose if I think the preconditioning of one person is matching with me, he is also thinking in the same way, I am also thinking in the same way, so we are then the other is like me. But this is wrong. The reality is every human being is like me. So we should think that every human being is like me based on isms or sections or informations, or based on wealth, or based on post, or whatever it is. Now look at this. Differentiation is disrespect. It is not naturally acceptable. So differentiation based on body, physical facility, and beliefs. So differentiation is disrespect, and it is not naturally acceptable because it leads to opposition and movements, etc. So again, the state of imagination, differentiation comes based on preconditioning. It also comes based on sensation. So we need to actually evaluate based on natural acceptance. This I think I made a mention. So what is the right evaluation here? It is right evaluation should be on the basis of self. Our program is same. Our on the basis of natural evaluation, and then our purpose is same. Our program is same. Our potential is also same. If all these three things are same, purpose, program, and potential, then we should always I think that the other is similar to me. Other is similar to me. So this is what is about the right evaluation, that is based on competence. On the basis of right evaluation of our mutual competence, I recognize the complementarity should be there. So we should feel that we are complementarity with one another. Say for example, if somebody is in my neighbor having a car, and then they see the car is old and they go for another one, and another neighbor is there, he feels no, car is not required to me now, right now, so maybe I will go and buy a car maybe next year or something. So if my neighbor is not having a car, if I am having a car, it is always good to me. Sometimes I can take my neighbor in my car and we can go for shopping and go for grocery buying and all. So this is called as complementarity. So we should think that the other is similar to me. We are complementary to each other. So we are complementary to each other. So difference we can avoid this difference. So difference which is based on competence. You should not have difference based on competence. I have a car, I'll go for a bigger car. My neighbor is not having a car. You should not differentiate. So instead, you can actually live in complementarity. So competence is on the basis of right evaluation of our mutual competence. We recognize the complementarity and fill it. That means if the other has more understanding, is more responsible than me, then I am committed to understand from the other. If other one has more understanding, I should be committed to understand from the other. If I have more understanding, if I am more responsible than the other, then I live with responsibility with the other. So I have to actually help the other so that he understands, and that is what is complementary to each other. So we should always explore and verify that the other is similar to me and we are complementary to another. So this is right evaluation. I made a mention that each one of us self, we have different competence. So the takeaway is there has to be a feeling of complementarity. That means the other is similar to me. We are complementary to each other. So with the feeling of complementarity, so other feeling will naturally flow. Then there will not be any differentiation. So if you do all these things, if you explore on all these things, probably there will be definite harmony in ourself. And when there is definite harmony, we actually we can look for continuous happiness and prosperity. So this is what is about respect. Now I'll just quickly go through another aspect of this, maybe a few minutes. Is this slide visible, Professor Bilal?
Yes,
Again,
ma'am, it is visible.
yeah,
It is
very
visible.
nice. Yeah, I'll just give me a few more minutes. Probably quickly, I will take a glance through of this and wind up the session. So something, this is very important, very important according to me. I feel we have spoken about trust. Trust should be based on intention. I said not. We should not doubt on intention. And then when I said respect, respect is over evaluation, under evaluation, otherwise evaluation. There should not be differentiation, and we should explore on having the complement. We have to be. We should always feel that we are familiar to each other, or we are similar to each other rather, and we complement. We are complement to each other. Other thing is here. The other feeling in relationship is love, which is the basis of undivided family. So what is this? So we've gone through the foundation value, respect, and we'll when we come to this love component, I think all the other aspects I will quickly cover. Now see this. What does this affection means? Affection is a feeling of being related to the other. So acceptance of the other as one's relative. The other is like me. The other is like me. That is feeling of being related to one another. One has the responsibility and commitment for mutual fulfillment in the relationship. So when you have that affection, that means feeling of being related to the other. So when you have opposition, when you have jealousy, these are the indication of absence of affection. So what is affection? It is a feeling of being related to the other. So that means the other is also like me. The other is also like me. If you have this feeling, if one has a responsibility and commitment for mutual fulfillment in the relationship. Otherwise, if you do not have the, if there is an absence of affection, it leads to opposition and jealousy. Now, there is something called, two things are there, care and guidance. Care here is feeling of responsibility towards the body. Feeling of responsibility towards the body is care. Feeling of responsibility towards the self is guidance. So when you are having a feeling of responsibility towards the self, it is guidance. When you are feeling the responsibility towards the body, it is the care. Now, what is this? Care and guidance are the natural outcome of affection. What is affection? Affection is feeling of being related to the other. So when you are related to each other, there will be care and guidance. Care and guidance are two different words. So care is for the body, guidance is for the self. So when you say body, the responsibility and commitment for nurturing and protection of the body of my relative or my child. So when you say body, you have the responsibility of nurturing and protecting the body. Then when you say the self, the responsibility and commitment of ensuring right understanding, right feeling in the self. I shall give you a very small example for this. Do we ensure both the care as well as guidance, or are we mostly focused on care? So what is that we should ensure? This is a reflection I think you should explore. Do we ensure that both care as well as guidance, or we are mostly focused on care? That is mostly focused on the body, and we are trying to nurture and protect the body, and we are not looking into the feeling of self. That self feeling of self can come with a commitment of right understanding. So now see this. While taking care of the body, like while feeding the child, are we concerned about both the body as well as self? Say for example, the mother is feeding the child. This happens in day-to-day life with all of us. So mother is feeding the child, and she's feeding the child, and there is the child after some time it feels that it is full. Then it is not willing to eat, but the mother is not leaving the child. She feels the last part of the food should not be left out. So I want my child to be full, and she's trying to feed even that last spoon of food, but the child is not willing to take, and child is showing some sort of irritation. It is spitting the food, it is crying also, saying that it is stomach full, it cannot eat. So what is that we should understand for this? So we are actually, if you look at, we are actually, mother is taking care of the body, but she's not giving least importance to the self. So the body of the child, she feels the child should get the full food, but the child is spitting the food. That means it is not happy. It is not feeling that it is full, and it has started crying. So the mother is only looking at the body. She is not looking at the self. Self comes when you try to right understand. Maybe when you have a right understanding, you feel maybe the child is feeling a little uncomfortable. So I should not have a belief of saying that all the food which is left out last, mouth of food also I should feed. So what is this happening? While taking care of the body, like feeding the child, are we concerned about both the body as well as self? So do we ensure both care as well as guidance, or we are only focused on care? So that means when you are mostly focused on care, you are only looking at the body, you are not looking at the self, which comes through right understanding and right feeling. So this is for you to explore whether you are taking care of both. Next is reverence. Reverence is something, a feeling of acceptance for excellence. Feeling of acceptance for excellence. So what is excellence? Excellence comes with completeness of right understanding. So working for excellence and competing with each other is not the same thing. So this is also something very important, very exploring. In excellence, what we do is we try to help the other and other to our level. One helps to bring the other to his level is excellence. Competition means he hinders the other from reaching to his level. If somebody is hindering the other in reaching to his level, it is competition. So excellence is one helps to bring the other to his level. I think this we have to incorporate in our education system with our students. So we should actually, there are lots of exercises which says, are you trying in your institution to bring excellence in your among your students, or you are trying to bring in competition? Excellence means we are trying to help to bring the others to his level, all the students to the same level, or we are trying to, if one student is hindering the other one from reaching his level. So reverence is the feeling of acceptance for excellence. Excellence is completeness of right understanding. So what is the effort we are doing for excellence, and what is the effort we are doing for competition? So when you say excellence, the other is also like me, we are complementary. So when you think that you are complementary and your feelings are based on right understanding, there will be unconditional relationship. You will also nurture others. You will help the other to come to his level. Then there's a definite completion point. If you are working for competition, you feel that not other, only me, I am only better, I am different more than the other. Then this feeling of yours is based on preconditioning, not right understanding. And this when your feelings are based on precondition, it is indefinite, it keeps changing, and it becomes conditional relationship. It may nurture or exploit others, and it may stop the other to come to his level. So effort to accentuate the difference, to dominate, to manipulate, to exploit, and this is a relative. So no definite completion point. So when you are trying to put efforts on excellence, excellence is you are trying to what is that? You are trying to excellence is help to bring others to the same level. It is actually leading to an absolute. It is absolute. When it is competition, it is relative. Now next is, I'll quickly take through this, glory and gratitude. Glory is feeling for those who have made efforts for excellence. Feeling for those who have made effort for excellence. If somebody has made effort for excellence, that is glory. Gratitude is you are feeling for those who have made efforts for your excellence, my excellence. For my excellence, if somebody has made effort, it is gratitude. And glory is feeling for those who have made efforts for excellence. If somebody has made efforts for excellence, if somebody in the cricket match has made efforts to become man of the match, that is glory. If somebody has made efforts for my excellence, if somebody has made effort for my excellence, that is called gratitude. Glory and gratitude are two different words. So gratitude, when somebody has made efforts for my excellence, I can see the other also has a feeling of care, affection. So I can also see that the other has helped me in developing right understanding and right feeling in me, and he has provided me with all the necessary facilities. So gratitude is also significant in the development of relationship. So all these are relationship components. So this is something for you to self-explore. Check whether you have feeling of gratitude for those who have made effort for you in your life. Are you able to appreciate both what has been done as well as what has been not done? Or are you mostly focused on what has been done? So then do you have a feeling of gratitude for the other? The feeling of gratitude comes and goes. Sometimes, we don't take this gratitude in a right way. What is written in red is all not acceptable. Are you making effort for ensuring right feeling in yourself and expressing them to the other? So these are some of the self-reflection. And here, Again, when you say the basic human aspiration is, we all know that we want continuous happiness to achieve excellence. Excellence comes with understanding of harmony and living in harmony that leads to continuous happiness at all 4 levels: human being, family, society, and nature. So trust and respect is for all. Trust and respect is for all. So then we also spoke about reverence. Reverence is for those who have achieved excellence. Glory is for those who have made effort for excellence. And then gratitude is for those who have made effort for my excellence. Then we also have to verify on the basis of natural acceptance. This is something like this. The feeling of being related to none is opposition, not acceptable. The feeling of being related to one, and the feeling of being related to many, this is affection. What is affection here? The feeling of being related to one, or the feeling of being related to many. But the feeling of related to all is love here. So that's why it is a complete value. Love is a complete value. So the feeling of being related to everybody. Bilal, am I audible? Hello? Hello, Bilal?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Okay. Yeah, just 1 second.
But your
So
screen.
here, again, there is a... Hello?
Yeah, ma'am. Now we can see your screen, ma'am.
Yeah. So there is a difference between affection and love here. Affection is the feeling of being related to one, and the feeling of being related to many. Whereas love is the feeling of being related to all. So affection, the feeling of being related to the other. So that is acceptance of the other as one's relative. So this love, which is a feeling of being related to everybody, is a complete value. So this is something, which we see in college campuses. Many a times excitement comes from sensation, preconditioning, and many a times the sensation is confused for feelings. So sensation is in the form of lust or getting from the other. That is all not in continuity. So sometimes preconditioning we based on infatuation, love at first sight. Many a times the students they feel I should have one girlfriend, or girls will say I should have one boyfriend. The others have 4 girlfriends, I have only one. So this is based on some preconditioning. So this continuity is not possible at all. So preconditioning is related to love. This is a common misunderstanding. So we cannot relate love to this infatuation or a lust or sensation. So this is all coming from right understanding, natural acceptance. So love is feeling of being related to all, responsible towards all, giving to all, continuity. So this preconditions, imagination in the self, infatuation, lust, sensation. So all this is not correct, and we have to actually evaluate. This is actually common in our college students group. I think as faculty members, we have to explore and see how best we can help our students, the younger youth, so that they don't confuse between love and infatuation. Many times, because of preconditioning, because of sensation, what happens? They are getting into a wrong track. So I think it is up to us, the faculty members, to explore and guide the students in a right way. So preconditioning related to love, this is something certainly not love. The feeling of love needs to be understood rightly by all, particularly by youth. You see this love number 1 killer in 4 states. Love affair was the leading motive of murder in 4 states. On an average, Uttar Pradesh tops the list for number of murders or love affairs. So among major states, Kerala, Bengal, the least violent when it comes to love affairs. Most of the murders, everything among youth is happening only because of love affairs, because the youth is not differentiating between the love and what you say, sensation and preconditioning. Most of their, relationship is based on sensation and also preconditioning. Somebody has one girlfriend, 4 girlfriends, I have only one, I should also have one. So this misunderstanding is always there. So there has to be right understanding based on natural acceptance. So I think we as faculties, who can help our youth to have a proper continuous happiness and prosperity? Is it the parents or the faculty members, society, or government? So among all this, I think teaching people have a lot of responsibilities. I think we have to explore on these proposals, and we have to bring in this in our own campuses and also in students' life. So this is what is about love. And then this is I think we have gone through all this: trust, respect, affection, care, guidance, reverence, glory, gratitude, and love. So I will quickly just brief out the last two contents. I will not take much time here. So are you able to see this? Once again to Bilal, understanding the harmony in the society. Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, yes.
Hello?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Maybe the last 10 minutes. So we have also, I have already discussed regarding this harmony in the self, and yesterday and today I was talking to you about the family. We have spoken about trust, and then respect, and then what is that, the love part, where we saw about glory, gratitude, reverence. Now we will come back to the third component. When you say universal human values, we should also fit well in the society. So the harmony in the society. Harmony in the society. What is a society? We saw that the family is the basic unit or building block of human organization. Society is the next larger order. A society is composed of many families living together, making collective effect for a common goal. So what is it we should explore? Goal of human beings living in society is the human goal. The dimension of our systems required to achieve human goal. Scope of the system. So society, see, this is something very interesting for us to explore. What is desirable and where we are today? This is also something which we are seeing in our life day to day. Families living together in a relationship of mutual fulfillment is common goal. That is common goal. That is a society. People living together but not in relationship. That is a crowd. When you see a crowd, people are living together but they are not in relationship. They have different goals. That is a crowd. Society means family living together in a relationship of mutual fulfillment. That is society. Last is people living separately in opposition or struggle. That is a battlefield. In a battlefield, people are living separately. They are living separately in opposition or struggle. They will have conflicting goals. That is a battlefield. So three things are there: society, crowd, and battlefield. Society has a common goal. Crowd has a differing roles, because they are not in relationship. Family means it's a relationship, common goal. That is a society. Crowd is no relationship, different goals, so it is crowd. And then in a battlefield, you know that conflicting goals. So what is that we have to explore? We will explore harmony in society. So the base of harmony in society is harmony in family, for which the base is harmony in human being. If there is harmony in human being, then there will be harmony in the family, then there will be harmony in society. That's why we started off with self first. I said about self first. If there is harmony in self, then there will be harmony in the family. When there is harmony in my family, then there will be harmony in the society. When there is harmony in the society, there will be harmony in nature. This is something very interesting. So right understanding and right feeling gives happiness to every individual, prosperity in every family, fearlessness in society. When you have right understanding within yourself, there will be prosperity in your family, and then then you will be leading with fearlessness in society. This will be you will be living. You will be leading in fearlessness in society. So this is something coexistence, mutual fulfilling. So are all four required or desirable, or do we have? Can we leave something out? We can't leave anything. If we are having a right understanding within ourselves, then we will be living in prosperity. Prosperity is aspiring more than the physical facilities. Then we will be having trust in the society. We will, trust means without fearlessness, we will be living in the society, and we will be existing with the nature. So are we working for all the four in the family, in the society? Where do we start from? So I think are we starting just concentrating on 1 and 2? Are we concentrating on 1, 2, 3? Are we concentrating on 1, 2, 3, 4? So we have to concentrate on 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is something, if you are concentrating only on one, then what happens? Misconception is this, wrong, gross misunderstanding is overconsumption. Money is everything. And then when you say money is everything, if an individual thinks money is everything, they will start accumulating. Because prosperity is having more than the physical facility, they will accumulate by any means. Any means means even wrong means. And then fearlessness means the trust is not there, so they will go for domination, exploitation, and war, and assumptions, money is everything and accumulation leads to obsession for consumption, obsession for profit, obsession for sensual pleasure. So all these things happens. This is the gross misunderstanding. So we have to overcome and go in for a right evaluation. So based on what is called as human goal. So this is about and who has to help us? It is education. The education only has to help us in developing the right understanding, right commitment and preparation. Practice for right living. Preparation includes learning right skills and technology. Then I come back to the last one. The last one is about the nature. Harmony in nature. Harmony in nature is again, see, when you say nature, it is collection of units. You have soil, air, water, trees, birds. So nature is collection of 4 units. This is something again very important. All units are categorized 4 types: physical order, bio order, animal order, and human order. So when you say physical order, it is about soil and metal. Bio order is all about plants, trees, etc. Animal orders are animals and birds. Human order is human beings. So when you say the physical order, the soil and metal, they are all, each order have a mutual fulfillment. They are related to one another. That means soil is required for the plants, and plants when they shed out the tree, leaves and all, they are actually giving fertility to the soil. So they are mutually related, mutual fulfillment. So both the physical order and the bio order, they are interconnected, they are interdependent. So that is mutual fulfillment, cyclic, and every unit is enriched. So the soil is required for plants and trees, and plants and trees, when they shed the leaves, it is actually acting as a manure to the physical order. So mutual fulfillment. Similarly, the bio order and the animal order. So all the animals, birds and animals, they are getting the nourishment from trees. They eat the fruits of the trees. Animals are eating the content from the trees. And trees are also giving shade to animals. They are giving shade to animals. They are giving food to birds. So between physical order and bio order and animal order also, it is interconnected. Physical and bio and animal order and physical order is also connected. So it is cyclic. Every unit is connected. Now let's look into the last one. Human beings. The physical order, bio order, and animal order are enriching for human order. Human order is taking the benefit from physical order, bio order, and animal order. But what is our contribution to them? So human beings have natural acceptance to be mutually fulfilling. Once human beings understand, they can be fulfilling at all orders. So are we fulfilling the order? See, you can see there is a double arrow here, but you can see there is a question mark and there is something missing here. So human order also should understand, and they should be fulfilling at all the 4 orders. So human order should give back to physical order, give back to animal order, give back to bio order also. But sometimes due to the not having proper relationship understanding, the human order may misuse the physical order, misuse the bio order, misuse the animal order. They start cutting the trees, and they, for their personal benefits, and they are trying to disturb the animal order and also disturb the physical order. So this is something which human has to actually rightly understand. So this is what is the last one. The message behind this is, so present day problems are largely due to lack of understanding. Resource depletion. The resource is used at the rate which is faster than the rate. So human being is responsible for this. There is also pollution, because the product is such that it does not return to the cycle in nature. It is produced at a rate faster than the rate at which it can return to the cycle. So resource depletion, pollution, all those things. So I think, so I will just come back to the last, since the paucity of time. So human order actually is dependent on animal order, plant order, and physical order. So that's why human order is on the top. There has to be harmony in nature also. The quantity of units in each order is physical, plant, animal, and human. So dependence of each other is on all the previous orders. See, human order is dependent on animal order, plant order, and physical order. So survival of human order is dependent on all the 3 orders. So there has to be harmony in nature. All orders have a definite conduct. So in human being, the body has a definite conduct. The solution is to ensure proper understanding. Human beings inherently have a natural acceptance. So for this, human education sanskar is essential. So finally, for all this, what is very important, that is human education, sanskar. Education is the only component which can help us to live well as a self in the family, society, and nature. So these are some of the things I think you can explore. There is a documentary 2005, an inconvenient truth. Probably today I will share two more videos. Kindly watch, and then you will get lot of information. Sum up: physical order is all sun, soil and metals. Bio order is trees. Animal order is animals and birds. Human order is human beings. So nature is collection of units. So there has to be relationship in mutual fulfillment. So the role of human being is to realize this mutual fulfillment. For this, all human beings need to have a good understanding, harmony, and inherent in nature. We do not have to create it. We have to live accordingly with mutual fulfillment, and there is a provision in nature for living in fulfillment. So this is what is from my side. As I mentioned to you, the 5-day FDP program which I went through with 4 sessions per day, it was very difficult for me to fit this entire thing just in 4 sessions. So I think, I don't know if I have done justice to you. Maybe from the surface level I have tried my best to talk to you. Maybe if more time was given, with some few more sessions extended to few more days, probably it would have been done. Anyways, certain concepts from AICT proposals I have shared. It is for you to verify and explore. Kindly continue with this, and then start your self exploration. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Over to Bilal.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. Let's have a quick queries or something to tell. Can please proceed.
Your voice is breaking.
No, ma'am. I think it's absolutely fine. Anyone has any queries?
Hello, your voice is breaking.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
So
We
somebody
are
is.
unable to hear.
Am I audible now? Hello.
Yeah, you're audible, ma'am. Yeah, you're audible, ma'am.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible. Fine. Let's have again a quick recap of today's 2 sessions. I invite Dr. Gabriela to give a brief and quick recap of all today's 2 sessions. Ma'am.
A very warm good afternoon to everyone. I would like to give the general review for today's sessions. I thank you so much, Professor Anil Kumar and Professor Kalikanisa, for the mind-blowing sessions on human values and harmony in the nature. As a human being, some concern should be there for the nature, and moreover, nature is God. The process of self-exploration and self-verification brings out the harmony in nature. So Sir has gave out a very clear explanation on harmony in nature and in human values. So he has told and he has comprised 6 important points. And what are they? Compatibility, accordant feelings, actions, relationship, opinions, and interests. Coming to the next point, he gave us opinions also. Understanding harmony in nature is very vital in the life of human beings. So what could be the orders? Physical order, bio order, animal order, and human order. So without these 4 factors, a human being will not be able to survive. Interconnectedness and mutual fulfillment among the 4 orders in nature is very important. The human beings are interlinked and interconnected, which put forth the mutual fulfillment among the 4 orders in nature. Realizing existence as coexistence levels. Space and units. These two are taking vital role to understand the human beings. Understanding submergence, recognize their relationship and fulfill it with every other unit space. Harmony in nature with their activities, with those forms of physical, pranic, animal, and human, innateness and inheritance. So these are the realizing existence as coexistence levels. And Sir has concluded with harmony in nature is available in abundance, which in a way expresses the development and growth of the human beings. In the session 2, Professor Kalihunisa has concentrated more on the harmony in the family. Trust. Trust is the foundational value in relationship. Trust is the foundational value and it expresses the feelings in relationship. Trust, be conditional or unconditional. Explore this feeling of trust between two individuals. Based on the competence and natural acceptance is the intention. Doubt on intention is a major reason for all the problems in relationship. Trust is the clarity that the other wants to make me happy and prosperous. It is the foundation of any relationship. The second part was completely based on harmony in the family, that is respect. Respect can be rightly evaluated. And the universal values of respect is the right evaluation. The components for teaching faculty, especially based on three factors, the three important factors. What could they be? They are over evaluation, under evaluation, otherwise evaluation. So these three evaluations bring out the negative impact and promotes disrespect. So ma'am had talked about the differentiation as well. So what could be the differentiations? Age, gender, race, and physical strength. The gross misunderstanding is human being, is the body, while the reality is human being, is coexistence of self and body. So we could differentiate people according to the physical facility includes wealth and post. In many cases, differentiation is based on beliefs, isms, sex, and informations. So differentiation is disrespect, not naturally acceptable. The feeling of complementarity, the other is similar to me and therefore we have to complement each other. So when we start to have complement each other, then the other feelings in relationship would be the same. So automatically what happens is love, care, guidance, affection, and finally all the understanding part in relationship gets over. And it begins with gratitude. And moreover, more than love, care, and guidance, gratitude makes a pivotal role in all the relationships. So Professor finally has advised on the preconditioning related to love, which is based on infatuation, lust, where students are often confused. So ma'am has told that it is the teacher's responsibility to take care of the students. And finally, she says that education plays an important role, and it is the important factor which actually brings out the mutual fulfillment in life of all the human beings. And I sincerely thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking time off from your busy schedule to be the resource people at our national webinar. Your presence and wise words helped us to magnify our cause in the best possible way. All thanks to your enlightening words that inspired so many people out there. Thank you. Thank you so much. Over to Bilal.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for the brief overview of the two sessions of day 4. I have posted the assessment for day 4. So, as usual, everyone are requested to complete that assessment by tomorrow 9 a.m. And tomorrow will be the last day of our FDP. The first session will be handled by a resource person called Dr. Panchaksharaya, a very renowned resource person from Bangalore. So we'll be listening to him tomorrow in the first session, and the second session will be the valedictory session. Post valedictory session, we'll have the feedback, After that, we'll post the feedback link in the respective WhatsApp groups as well as in the chat box, and we'll have a time limit for that feedback form. So everyone are requested to fill the feedback form. Before filling the feedback form, requesting everyone to join us tomorrow in both the sessions. The first session will be handled by our last resource person, and the second session will be the validatory session. Post that, we'll have the feedback. So requesting everyone to join tomorrow, and best of luck. Let's meet tomorrow at the same time, 10 a.m. Any queries? If any queries, then you can please post in the WhatsApp group, or you can personally text me or in the chat box.